Welcome back, High Vibe Tribe. This is my YouTube channel, Divine Hippie 2222. My name is Stephanie, and today we are going to learn how to read tarot. So today is going to be lesson number 2, card number 2 of the Major Arcana, the Magician. It's actually card number 1, but it's technically card number 2 because the Fool is card number 0. Yay! So I'm excited. So this is, like I said, my YouTube channel. Sorry, I'm just getting organized. This is my YouTube channel. It is a learning and a growing channel. So I ask you to bear with me because I am learning and developing this process as I go. So at a certain point, I realized my notes were not as organized as they could have been. So you'll have to, bear with me for the first several cards because as we progress, we tweak things and see what works and what doesn't and go from there. So, okay. So I'm excited. Guys, if you enjoy this video, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Hit the little bell so that way you can be notified of any future videos that come up and any future lessons too. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited. We have such great information to share with you guys. So yeah, I'm super excited. Very pleased with the websites that I have found. They're in the description box below. One is called thetarotguide.com. The other one is numerology something. Forgive me, I apologize. It'll be an accurate link below in the description box. And the other one is called Hoodoo Hill. And again, all the information will be in the description box. So one of the reasons I wanted to do this is, again, we're growing in a learning channel, right? I am involved in a lot of tarot groups on Facebook, and a lot of people have questions. So I know that I had a lot of those same questions. And so I figured, let's try to find a place where hopefully, more resources for everyone's answers. And when you buy a deck of cards, this is my 8 Coins Tattoo Tarot deck. Sometimes the book has a lot of description. This book is a page for each card. But with my Halloween deck, it's just, a few sentences. So sometimes the information is available. Sometimes it's not as available. So I wanted to get some information out there. So, all right, guys. So this is my Tarot of the Cat People deck. I love it. I love this card. Very simple, very elegant, very mysterious, very just different, So, love this card. And then, yay, my Rider-Waite deck finally showed back up. It decided to take a vacation for a brief period, so... But this is the Magician. Okay, so let's get started. The Magician. The organ that is ruled by the Magician is the nervous system. So your brain, your spinal cord, and again, your nervous system. Okay? It's ruled by Mercury. Oh, and I looked at this earlier. I hope you guys can see it. See, next on the table, in between the Magician's hat, there is a skull and the Magician's hat, and there's a little Mercury symbol. So sorry, my camera's not as good as I want it to be. Anyways, ruled by Mercury, okay, and Mercury stands for communication and travel. Okay, so your brain, your spinal cord, and your nervous system are how your insides communicate with your outsides, right? So you literally are the magician. Like, take magic, take energy, take everything out of that equation. Literally, because your brain, your spinal system, and your nervous system communicate internally with the 3D external world, right? So you really are the magician. Okay, so general upright. When this shows up in a reading, general upright meaning is power, influence, willpower, resourcefulness, skill, ability, logic, intellect, concentration, and psychic powers. So let's look at these real quick. Oops, sorry guys. Ability, skill, believing in yourself, knowing what you're capable of. I mean, okay, there's an infinity symbol in this card. There's an infinity symbol in this card. The sash creates an infinity symbol here. Then, where did I see the infinity symbol on this card? I think I saw it. Oh, yeah, there we go on the wall. The infinity symbols are right there. Okay? Then, if you'll notice, there's a snake inside the pumpkin, and the snake is eating its tail. And then in this card, the snake is hidden behind the hand. See, there's the open mouth of the snake behind the index and the thumb, index finger and the thumb. And so the snake curls around, and then the tail is coming up, so the snake is going to eat itself, eat its tail. The magician's belt is a snake eating itself. So basically, it's cycles, it's completions. It is, I love this card because this card is nice. It's got all these flowers and stuff. And this card is nice. It's got all these leaves and flowers, but it's extra detail. It's for the purposes of this lesson, it's extra. It's distraction. Because in this deck, pumpkins are pentacles, ghosts are cups, imps are wands, and then bats are swords. So all four, wand, cup, sword, and pentacle, are present. You have all the tools that you need. Snakes can also be a representation of transformation. So it is you transforming into believing in your skills and your abilities and believing in yourself. Knowing that you don't create anything, you just change. You change what is already there into something new. So it's not necessarily reforming, but reshaping what's already present. And you have all the tools, because again, in this deck, pentacle, cup, sword, wand, sword, pentacle, cup, and then, oh, there's the wand right there. So, okay. So for the upright meaning, okay, so we kind of went over all the basics, right? The power, the influence, willpower, all right? So, but when you sit down to do a reading, you can spew out all of those words, but that some of them may resonate with your with the person receiving the reading, but you have to know how to navigate the reading, and that's where your intuition is going to take you. Okay, so basically, if you get the magician in one of your readings, you have all the skills and abilities you need to succeed. Positive changes are coming your way. Transformation. You have all the skills and abilities that you need to succeed. You must use your intellect, concentration, and willpower to make things happen. Well, You have to, if you're literally a magician, you have to know what to do and how to do it and what order to do it in, and right? So basically, you are the magician of your life. You are creating a new life for yourself based on what you have, the 4 tools that you have. The pentacle, the cup, the sword, and the wand. And this is the beginning stages of you recognizing your intuition. Meaning, again, right, the organ is the cerebral and the nervous system. Okay? Well, like I said before, it's kind of like you connecting to your higher self. And your brain, your spinal cord, and your nervous system are basically what gets your attention to say, hello, knock, knock, I'm here. Pay attention to me. This is you learning that your abilities, that your talents, that your faith in yourself is justified. Justified sounds like the wrong word, but it's the first word that comes to mind. You're like, holy shit, I really can do this. Oh my God. This is like clarification. So, yeah, you need to use concentration. That's where I'm going with that. Realizing you're able to do these things. And once you're able to do them, then you put more time and energy into them because you're like, whoa, I can actually do this, right? Okay, so you possess the power. This is a big card on manifesting. You possess the power to manifest the outcome you want. How do we do that, right? Resourcefulness, skill and ability, logic, intellect, concentration. Okay, that's how we'll do that. Referring to other people. Someone you can learn from whose ability and wisdom will impress you. So if this is not representing you, it's representing someone in your life whose talents and knowledge will benefit you and really kind of knock your socks off. So that's good, okay? Now then, we're going to get into the general in reverse. Okay, so if the magician comes out in reverse in your spread, okay, be careful not to miss opportunities coming your way. Don't allow self-doubt to stop you. Remember what I said? Believing in yourself, like confirmation that you can do this. Don't allow self-doubt to stop you from seizing the moment. Referring to another person, someone is presenting themselves to you as knowledgeable and trustworthy, but they are actually manipulating you. Watch out for greedy and deceitful people. Okay? So make sure you're not being greedy and deceitful as well. I mean, upright is not greedy and deceitful. Reverse is. But because again, one of the bullet points for the magician is power and influence. Remember the quote in Spider-Man, I think it was Uncle Ben talking to Peter, and he was like, with great power comes great responsibility. Power and influence. So, intention is everything, guys. It really is. I've said it before. Intention is everything. So make sure your intention is accurate and in check to begin with. Secondly, if yours is, then that means someone else's is not. Okay? So a little heads up. Now, to get into a love and relationship meaning. Upright, okay? The magician is a positive card. Okay? Or a yes card. Okay? So for a relationship, you may be moving to a new and deeper level, a stronger commitment and happiness. If you're single, Now is a great time to meet someone new. Partner will be serious and has good intentions, guys. What did I just say? And they will treat you well. Okay. Now, for the reverse, for the Magician, for love and relationship, if you're in a relationship, okay, you need to be more open and honest with your partner about your needs and desires. You're the only one that can tell yourself that knows what it is that you need, right? I've said this time and time again. People can't read our minds. So if we expect them to fulfill a need, we need to communicate that to them. And if we don't, then that's on us. Okay? So you need to be more open and honest with your partner about your needs and desires. Again, don't manipulate your partner to get what you want. So this manipulation, again, is the next thing. This has come up twice now, right? General, right? General. And then, but this is how the general can be interpreted for love and, relationship. Be honest. Your partner may appear trustworthy, but they manipulate you for their own selfish reasons. And then if you're single, okay, be careful. You may be becoming cynical. Don't lose faith. Stay positive. What you put into the universe comes back to you. I told you guys, the energies that you put forth, the energies that you give the universe are what the universe matches. So I'm not gonna lie. I'm in a place right now where I have serious trust issues. I've never been that person before because I've been too trusting. Well, I'm learning to trust myself more than anybody else over anything else. So, but I find myself questioning motives, intention for everybody else. And it's a very uncomfortable position. But you know what the advice I need to take then is? Don't lose faith. Stay positive. What you put out into the universe comes back to you. You're an energy magnet. So make sure your energy is the right, make sure it's positive, a higher frequency, and that way you'll attract that back, okay? Now, getting into money and career. If somebody's interested in their money and career and the Magician pops up in the spread, this is what the Magician will refer to regarding money and career in the upright position. Okay? New opportunities present themselves. It requires you to make a brave move and put your original ideas into practice. Keep your ideas a secret. So a brave move, again, that means trusting yourself in your own skills and abilities, having faith in yourself. So again, touching back to like the general bullet points, right? Well, this is how you can interpret them for a career reading, okay? Good time for promotions. If you want to start a business, you will feel powerful and self-assured. You're confident, right? Big things are coming your way. It could be possible that you mentor someone or you are going to be mentored. A beneficial experience, not just financially. It may benefit you financially because pentacles are present in the cards, but it's going to be a beneficial experience for you, kind of like leveling up, gaining knowledge. Too many people are not as free, in my opinion, with the knowledge that they have to share with other people, because we should be lifting each other up, not trying to use each other as stepping stones to advance ourselves. So, great opportunity to make extra money. It really is, because it's a career and finance reading spread, right? So a great opportunity to create some extra money. Now, if it were to come out in reverse, okay, for money and career, Okay? Let's see. There we go. You aren't using your skills and abilities to make the best opportunities available to you. Okay? Going back to those bullet points. Career and money, skills and abilities. Feelings of self-doubt. Okay? Because when you have faith in yourself and you believe in yourself, you can achieve everything it is that you want, right? So, in reverse, feelings of self-doubt, afraid of risks involved in a new venture. Well, we're all scared of risks. Change is uncomfortable. However, did you get the job you had by choosing not to take a risk and not applying for the job? Did you get the house that you live in by not taking a risk and not looking at that house and talking to a leasing agent or a real estate agent? Everything has some sort of risk involved in it, okay? Everything does. But don't be afraid. Fear, this sounds so simple. Fear is literally just fear. I know this sounds esoteric and general and vague, but once you realize and get past the fear, you start to see logically about the things that you were afraid of. And then you realize it was just your thought, your brain. It was just your brain creating all of that. And you basically were like, I've experienced it, I've processed it, and it's not the truth, and it doesn't have a place here. Well, in the reverse position, you're not there yet. Okay? So take time to figure out and resolve why you find change difficult. Okay? There are deceitful people around you. Okay? Take a proactive approach to change your circumstances, because you are the creator of your life. You're the creator of your existence. You're the creator of your reality. You're the creator of your perception. However it is that it resonates for you, whatever adjective you want to use, the gist is the same. Okay? The gist is the same. So, and here's another thing too I want to mention, guys. Okay, so these are all the bullet points. These are all possible meanings for these cards. But it's also going to depend on the card before it and the card after it. And it's also going to depend on the individual, because every single one of these bullet points may resonate with them, and only a few may resonate with them. So just because I'm naming off every single bullet point doesn't mean that every single thing, it doesn't mean that number one, you're not using your skills and abilities. That number two, you are you're doubting yourself. That number three, you get my point. It doesn't mean every single one, but that's where intuition comes into play. That's where the images on the card come into play. What is it that's drawing your attention to your card? Okay? Because it could be any of these bullet points. And then again, it could be something simply represented on the card. But these bullet points are a starting point. Okay? Because we're learning to trust ourselves, right? If we're learning tarot and we're just now sitting down and starting it, dude, I don't know about you, but I was overwhelmed. What format? How do I shuffle? How do I know if the right card comes out? How do I this? How do I that? All these questions, right? So you're not, you feel like you don't have the knowledge, enough knowledge to even get started, right? That's the whole point of me starting this channel and starting these lessons, guys. We're not alone. We feel like we are, right? We're not alone. And we're scared to take risks because we're scared that we don't have the knowledge to move forward and proceed, right? That's where you're wrong. It's a process. It's a part of the journey. Okay? My theory on cards is imagine them like hands on a clock, right? And as the day progresses, the hands move, and based on the choices we make and the circumstances that we find ourselves in determines where the card lands in a reading. So if it lands in reverse, it doesn't necessarily mean you're never going to achieve this, or you're not there, or you're not there ever. It just means you're not there yet. You're in the process of learning. If you make the right choices. If you continue to make the wrong choices, you'll stay stuck. Because again, the hands keep turning, right? That's the natural order of things. Okay? So we don't want to stay stuck. Okay? So you are in a place of learning. You're not only learning cards, you're learning about yourself. This is a journey into yourself. And you're learning to trust yourself. This is, remember guys, card number 2. The Magician is card number 1 because the Fool is the 0. So this is the second lesson. You're learning to trust yourself. So I kind of went off on a little tangent, but that was important, right? Because it is, again, ruled by the cerebral and the nervous system. And that's how we should be ruled by our higher self, okay? And that is communication from internal to external and vice versa, okay? So let's move on. If someone is concerned about their health, okay, and the Magician pops up in a health spread, for the upright position, it's a positive meaning, okay? You need to believe in your ability to heal in order to manifest that healing. So you have to believe in yourself and your abilities, because you're going to be manifesting your own healing. You're going to be aiding your own healing by participating in the manifestation process. Okay? And it's something you need to do. Okay? It could also possibly be, oh no, health, that's reverse. Hold on, guys. Oh, I totally skipped it, I think. No, upright. Okay, sorry. I told you my notes are a little disorganized in the beginning. They get better. So that's why I'm a little confused. Pardon me. Okay, health in the upright, if this comes. Strength and healing are making a comeback. Try alternative therapies if health or illness are not improving. Like I said, manifesting, energy healing, things of that nature, alternative, health options. An experienced and powerful healer may be needed to boost your health. Reiki, energy healing, whatever it is that you connect with. Okay? That's what the Magician means for health in the upright position. Strength and healing are making a comeback. Okay? Now we're going to get into what I was talking about, but that's actually if the Magician pops up in the reverse for a health spread. Okay? It is a positive meaning still, even though it's in the reverse. But it means you need to believe in your ability to heal yourself in order to manifest that healing. Okay? So again, we're kind of changing our thoughts, right? So maybe you are not you don't believe in yourself enough. So instead of saying you just flat out don't believe in yourself, it's like, hey, you have the ability, but you're the one that needs to believe in it for it to occur. Okay? It could also mean mental health issues involving things like hallucinations, psychosis, or paranoia. Okay? Now that's extreme measures, guys, okay? And you'll know. I mean, again, just like all the general readings, take what resonates and chunk what doesn't. So again, these are bullet points. These are starting places. And once you find an area that resonates, then that's where your intuition kicks in and more information and more details come in, okay? And then also, if mental health issues are arise, you will want to seek the help of an experienced professional sooner rather than later. The sooner you get started, the faster you move into the upright position, right? The longer you wait, the more you're going to be stuck. So the choice is yours, guys. Stuck, or again, like I said, it's a journey. Take that step towards healing. Okay? So that's what the Magician means in the health spread for reverse. Okay, now the last one is if you're going to do, if your client comes to you and they're interested about wanting to know more about their spirituality. Okay, so in the upright position, now is a good time for spiritual development. You would do well to concentrate on a pursuit of a subject of interest, but never made time to actually pursue that. Something you were interested in the past, but just never picked up. Now's a good time to do that. Ability to channel magical energy will be increased dramatically. Ooh. You will benefit from the spiritual development if you concentrate your energy. Okay? Concentration, right? Skills, abilities. Strong, latent psychic abilities coming to the forefront. Because again, remember, one of the bullet points for the general was psychic powers. Okay? So, I mean, what a perfect card. Palm reading, hands. You know, basically, you can use the tools, or see how the tools are kind of floating there? It's like the Magician is using their mind. So you can be the Magician physically, mentally. My point is, your magic could be a physical magic, or it could be a mental magic. I mean, that's my point. That's why I love all these different cards, these different decks, guys. I mean, they all basically have the same meaning, right? But they are all represented in different ways. And see how these are floating. Well, the Magician is holding the wand, but the sword and the pentacle and the cup are just kind of floating. And see here, they're on the ground. So you get my point. Like, that's where I get this is more of like a physical feel, and this is more of like a mental feel to it. Okay? So, sorry for the tangent. I do that. Sorry. So again, spirituality. Now is a good time for spiritual development. You would do well to concentrate on the pursuit of a subject that was interesting to you in the past. But, you know, you just kind of, life happens. We get it. But now's a good time to look into that. Okay. So, if you get the Magician for a spiritual spread in the reverse, your old path may not be suitable for you anymore. Explore a new path. Clear out old beliefs or practices that no longer work for you. Oh, that's kind of funny. The Magician's pulling the rabbit out of the hat like, whoop, don't need that little, parlor trick anymore. Only it's just in reverse. He doesn't have to use any effort. It's just falling. That's what I'm talking about, guys. All these different decks. Okay, so your old path may not be suitable for you anymore. Okay, you can see the ground in that one. There's clear ground in that one. The ground is somewhat clear here. You can see the tools and the leaves, but the sash kind of covers it. And here there's all these flowers. I told you in the beginning, it's kind of like distractions, and you have to focus and you have to see past all the distractions to really understand that what's going on is your connection to yourself, your cycle, your tools that you have, that you believe in yourself for having. That's another reason I love all these different decks, right? Just letting go of things that no longer serve you. Boom, the hat's upside down, everything's just fallen out. Okay? You have a particular spiritual skill that you have yet to discover or explore. But this is also a warning. To only use your spiritual power for good. Again, guys, intention is everything. Intention is everything. Because if your intention is negative, and that is the energy and the frequency you put out into the universe, then that is what you are bringing right back into you. So again, Spider-Man. Give me a second. I know that sounds random. With great power comes great responsibility. So make sure your intention is right. Intention is everything, guys. Okay, so bear with me because I am learning as a teacher, because we're a learning channel, right? And we're growing and developing, and our process is being tweaked as we go. So again, the magician, it is like acknowledgement of your higher self, acknowledgement of the trust that you have in yourself. And it is represented by the cerebral and the nervous system, brain, spinal cord, and nervous system, okay? And that is how your, in my opinion, that's how your internal communicates with your external. Knowing that you have faith in your internal as well as your external. This person definitely has faith in their internal if they can make objects float. What is the term for that? I don't remember. But power, influence, willpower. Remember, make sure you're doing it for the right reasons, okay? The right reasons. Logic, intellect, concentration, and psychic powers. So these are starting points. Your intuition comes into play when you look at the card and the things that stand out to you the most. You know, not one thing that stands out to you in one reading may not stand out to you in another reading when the same card comes up, even for the same person. So it's just, that's why I love all these different decks, guys. Halloween's my holiday. I love tattoos and the Sailor Jerry style of artwork. I'm totally a cat person. And Rider-Waite, everybody's familiar with it. And I think it's important, in my opinion, to have a Rider-Waite deck. Explore, learn, use whatever decks you want to. But the majority of the meanings are based off of the representations and the artwork of the 4 original decks, and the Rider-Waite is one of them. I'm still looking for information on the other 3. So anyways, when I know more, you will know more. And so guys, stepping into your magical powers, stepping into your trust, into your faith, into your abilities, into your knowledge, into you can do it. That's what this is about. You're connecting as above, so below. It's a cycle. You are realizing you are connected with yourself, with divine, with the energies, with the universe, with God, whatever it is that resonates, whatever it is that you resonate with. This is your own journey, guys. So what works for one person is not necessarily going to work for someone else. But that's the beauty about it being personal. So explore, look, find, and see what works for you guys. All right? Thank you so much for spending that much of your day with me, guys. All my information's below. Reach out to me if you would like to have a personal reading done. I use PayPal. All my contact information is below. Thank you so much for spending your time with me. Thank you so much for learning and growing with me. And, you know, the Fool was on a journey. So this is going to sound completely wrong, but if you understand the context, we're all fools and we're all beginning our own journeys. And so thanks for tagging along with mine. All right, guys. Don't forget to hit the like, share, and subscribe button and the little bell to be notified. Peace, love, and happiness. Bye.